If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy. Download and subscribe at BeBullish.com.
Excuse me! Taxi! Come on, what are you doing?
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Hey, where's that? Anybody have that sound of Gavin Newsom and that stupid thing he said the other day about his 960 SAT score? Do we have that laying around the house? He said something about, I only got a 960, so I can't read, just like all you black people here, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's not exactly how he said it.
That's pretty much what he said. And the thing about it is, and I kind of cracked the code on this, apparently he was always a bad reader, right? He's a bad reader.
I've read he has dyslexia.
Dyslexia. I mean, everybody's got a little bit of dyslexia. So he's illiterate. By the way, that was in front of the African Federation of Young Black Men. The African Federation of Young Black Men. It's a very famous organization. And he put that out there. What the hell kind of statement is that? Now, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to, look, here's what I put on Twitter. I put a picture of him next to Joe Biden, right? And they both have their fingers up in the air. Like real, like, they're taken with power. And this is what I wrote, and it's true. Oh, not doing that well on Twitter, though. No one's really. When stupid people get real power, they let their stupidity fly. At some point, they try to turn dumbness into a sympathy. Gavin being illiterate. Sleepy Joe having a stutter. Fake news, by the way. They're just not smart.
Yeah, it's a good observation because they definitely did that with Biden. And we'll see. That's going to be an impressive turn if the fake news is like, dummy Gavin Newsom. What a great presidential candidate. But
it's a fascinating thing to, campaign on, look, I only have mediocre, whatever. It's such a fallen and corrupt world.
Who do you think had the worst gaffe in that respect? Do you think that that's worse than Kathy Hochul saying black kids in Harlem don't know what computers are?
That probably, because she says it out loud.
It was so awful.
And that's how she feels.
Yeah.
There's the thing about liberals, it really is about identity before, content of the character. And I just, that's who they are. And, by the way, did you know that Joe Biden made up the whole thing with the stutter? He never stuttered. It was a thing that they made up when he was running for president in 1987 to make him appear deep, to make him appear as if he had some, struggles in his life. No, he had a cake life, mediocre guy, cake life. And that was just told to make him appear more interesting. All right, so school is back in session today. What are we going to do for the cops? It's not just on snow days, by the way. It's not just on snow days. They get disrespected all the time. Oh, this cumulative impact of all of the anti-cop rhetoric. And by the way, I see that there might be a racial component to this snowball fighting, right? Just maybe. Because everybody throwing the snow happens to be a person of color, young person of color, and the two cops getting it the worst happen to be two white guys. Cut 16, please. Cut 16. How long has Blue been working in radio, by the way? He's looking at. We played it a moment ago. Oh well, it's a bunch of yelling and screaming and all kinds of things like that. There we go. Terrible. Bombarded by snowballs. Cops are taking it well. What would you do if you were a cop and this was happening to you?
Wow, that's a good question. I've often found myself very perplexed by that because, you got to keep it under control. I mean, they are being assaulted, right? I mean, that's technically
wait a second. If I throw a snowball at you outside of work, and heads up, that might happen, I'm not assaulting you.
Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on if it was like an ice ball and it could cause injury. That could cause bodily harm.
A snowball, I don't think you could call it assault.
So I guess there's really nothing that they could do except what they did, right? They kind of went back to the police vehicle. And
I think what they have to do is come up with a new law, interference of police administration. And if that is, I don't know, they got to come up with
some.
There's got to be something because they're always. No, I don't know about that.
Peace or
Well, they're always
obstructing.
they're always coming up to cops and they're always hassling them. And what's your badge number? What's this? What's that? And they're recording them and getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is really inhibiting law enforcement and complicating it. And I think we have to stand up for them somehow because this can't happen anymore. And Jessica Tisch allowed it to happen. She's a crummy police commissioner and she's power mad. I'll be right back.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.